Hi, this is Terry from Fabric Junction, and I'm here today to show you another one of our great blocks that we've been putting as pot holders, or if you have followed the blog, we did the big quilt. Today's block is called Square Dance, and here is one of them in the quilt, and the other one I think is down towards the bottom, a little bit out of sight, but you get the idea. The measurements for all the parts are on the blog. The block finishes out at 6.5 inches square, but for the pot holder I add borders to it to make it 8.5. So here's how we're going to do Square Dance. You've done flying geese, so in my mind this is still just like the flying geese, except he's got a little more air there. And to do that, what I've done is I take my piece and I double check what direction I want to go, and I go yes, and I just do a little finger press, so that gives me where I'm going to sew. So I can lay it here, and then I can see that little ditch so I can stay lined up. Now there's a variety of other tools out there that'll help you line up. And on mine, if you notice, I have a laser, and it helps me stay lined up on that because I am working with black, and sometimes those folds are not as clear with black, but there it is. I can see it, so I know exactly where I'm going to go. And I double check that's exactly where I want to be. I'm going to trim him and give him a little press. And then the next one, same thing. So this time I want to go. I double check that it's going to lay the right way. Yes, this is the direction I want it. I fold the corner down, do my little bit of finger press, open it up, turning back this way. I can just barely see my fold. Like I said, with that little laser, that helps keep me straight also. You just need to pick techniques that work for you. And I missed my corner just a smidgen. So if you miss, here's what I do. I flip it over the other way, and I was off just a hair on that start. And that's easy to do. I just flip it over, restitch. So, because I knew I had my one corner right, it was just this one I started off just a smidgen. And you can see how easy it is to correct that. Okay, trim and press. Now I have my main parts for my pot holder. What I do to sew them together, I just grab each piece, I generally like looking. If you're more comfortable, you can look to see where your X is. But I like doing this way because my pieces are all kind of connected, and I feel for that little ditch. And if I mess up, I go back and correct it. So my pieces are sewn together. I'll take a little peek. Oh, he came out fine. Didn't know if you could see, but he came out fine. Going this way, I'll be able to see pieces. My next one. Things lined up across my X. There we go. So I know that one's going to look good. And my last piece. I like putting my blocks together this way because now I can go the other direction and everything will lay just fine. I do a little bit of finger pressing on there. Then I decide which direction, and in this case, it's going this way, it's going this way, and then that's how I sew, staggering my seams, and I put my square dance together. Once I have it together, I add my 1.5, if I remember right, inch strips, the 6.5. I've already put the cornerstones on the larger one to make my pot holder an 8.5 square. And as you can see, there's my finished pot holder. Once I have this done, I have a beautiful backing, a piece of batting, my Insul-Bright that I use to protect for the heat. I place my piece right on the top, and on this particular one, all I did was a little bit of stitch in the ditch around just to set everything down. I have my binding cut, and you can see here's my little stitching that I did. I bind it, add my loop. My loop is 6 inches, I believe, is what I've been cutting for these, and it's done. So I hope you like Square Dance. It's a fun block. It's a great way to show off a nice big piece in the center that you can make for all your friends and family. Or if you've been making the quilt, I hope you're having fun making the quilt. Check us out at junctionfabric.com, and of course follow the blog. All of our blocks for the quilt are posted on the blog. They're already there. You can make the quilt at your own speed, and we keep following up with our YouTube videos. Thank you again for watching us.